Good afternoon, good Erev Shabbos, and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 173, part 7. Using the Sefer Hachinuch Mitzvah Day keeps us on its way. We're in the home stretch with this mitzvah, the purification from Saras. Here we go. The Chinuch continues with a brief description of the final two stages of Metzora's purification, the second shaving and the offerings. It should be noted that each of these stages constitutes its own mitzvah and will be discussed more fully by Chinuch in its place. The second shaving of the Metzora in Mitzvah 174, and the offerings of the Metzora in Mitzvah 176. On the seventh day, the Kohen shaves him a second time in the same manner as the first shaving. And then the Metzora immerses his clothing and immerses himself in a mikveh. And at that point, he is purified of the level of tumah in which he conveys tumah to others. He is then like any other tevel yom, and as such, he may eat Meiser Sheni, the second tithe. But he may not eat Truma, which is on a higher level of holiness than Meiser Sheni. When the sun goes down on the day of his immersion, he emerges from the status of Tevel Yom, and he may even eat Truma. However, he is still not completely pure with regard to eating Kedoshim, sacrificial foods. Finally, after he brings the offerings necessary for his atonement, he is completely pure and may even eat Kedoshim. Not worth being a Metzora, folks. The Chinuch returns to laws relating to the first stage of the Metzora's purification process. The slaughtering of the bird, the shaving of the Metzora, and the sprinkling of the blood and water on the Metzora must be performed during the day, but the rest of all his purification actions may be done both during the day and during night. These aforementioned three actions must be performed by men, and the rest of the purification process may be done even by women. These aforementioned three actions must be performed by Kohanim, and all the rest of the actions may be done even by Israelim, a non-Kohen. It is a mitzvah for the same Kohen who originally rendered the Metzora Tameh by declaring him so, see Mitzvah 169, to be the one to purify him by administrating the purification process, as it is stated, to render it tahor or to render it tameh, pure or impure. These laws and the remaining details of this mitzvah are found and tracked in the Goyim. This purification procedure of the Metzora applies in every location and in all times in which there is a Kohen who is knowledgeable in the shades of and appearance of tzaras. So did the Rambam of blessed memory set forth in Hilchas, the laws of Tumas Tzaras, right, of Tzaras. And so did I, meaning the author here, the Chinuch, see in Sifra. One who transgresses this mitzvah and does not perform the purification process properly has violated mitzvah obligation, and really, obviously, this is not applicable nowadays because we don't have a temple, we don't have a Mikdash, but God willing we will. And we'll come back to this law, and hopefully no one will have to go through this process, because we'll be careful. I'm not speaking Lashon Hara or doing any other negative commandments that can result in being a Metzora and getting Saras. Thanks for listening to the sponsor BJC Mitzvah 36 100 for the gold. Have a good Shabbos.